In the labyrinth of human relationships, we often find ourselves questioning the choices of those we care about. Why do some men cling to partnerships that seem devoid of love and fulfillment? This inquiry delves into the intricate workings of male psychology, drawing insights from the profound theories of Carl Jung. At the heart of this exploration lies the interplay between attachment, self-worth, and the deep-seated fears that can bind someone to a partner who does not reciprocate their affection. Join us as we unravel the complexities of these emotional ties, revealing the hidden motivations that drive men to remain in unloving relationships. If you stay until the end, the ENG will shock you and transform your life. In exploring the question of why some men remain in relationships with individuals who do not reciprocate their love, we encounter a complex interplay of psychological and emotional factors. One significant behavior that often emerges is the tendency to seek validation through attachment. This reflects a deeper psychological need, often rooted in childhood experiences and shaped by the theories of Carl Jung. Jung emphasized the importance of the unconscious and how unresolved conflicts from our past can manifest in our adult relationships. For many men, the fear of abandonment or rejection can lead them to cling to relationships that are unfulfilling. They may believe that by staying, they can somehow change the dynamics or elicit the love they crave. This behavior is often driven by an internal narrative that equates worth with the ability to maintain a relationship, regardless of its quality. The emotional toll on these individuals can be profound. They may experience feelings of inadequacy, loneliness, and despair, all while hoping for a glimpse of affection from their partner. This dynamic often occurs in contexts where societal expectations dictate that men should be stoic and resilient, leading them to suppress their own needs and emotions. In doing so, they may overlook their own self-worth, becoming entangled in a cycle of unreciprocated love. The philosophical implications of such behavior are significant. It raises questions about identity, self-acceptance, and the nature of love itself. By remaining in these unbalanced relationships, individuals may inadvertently reinforce a narrative that love must be earned rather than freely given, which can have lasting effects on their emotional health. Ultimately, understanding this behavior through a Jungian lens allows us to recognize the importance of self-awareness and the courage to seek relationships that nurture rather than diminish our sense of self. It invites both men and women to reflect on their emotional needs and the patterns that govern their connections with others. By doing so, they can begin to break free from the cycle of unrequited love and foster healthier, more fulfilling relationships. In exploring the complexities of attachment and emotional investment, we often encounter individuals who remain in relationships where love is not reciprocated. One notable behavior that emerges in this context is the tendency to cling to the familiar, even when it is unfulfilling. This behavior can be understood through the lens of Carl Jung's theories on the psyche and the importance of the shadow self. Jung posited that individuals often project their unacknowledged desires and fears onto others, leading them to stay in relationships that mirror their internal conflicts. For instance, a person may remain with a partner who does not love them because this dynamic reflects their own struggles with self-worth or abandonment. The fear of being alone can be so overwhelming that it eclipses the desire for genuine love and connection. This phenomenon can create a cycle of emotional dependency, as the individual clings to the hope of change, despite the reality of their partner's indifference. Moreover, the attachment to an unloving partner can stem from a deep-seated belief that love must be earned or that one must endure hardship to be worthy of affection. This belief can lead to a pattern of self-sacrifice, where the individual prioritizes their partner's needs over their own emotional health. In essence, they may believe that by staying, they are proving their love, despite the lack of reciprocity. Reflecting on this, it's crucial to ask ourselves, have you ever found yourself in a similar situation, holding onto a relationship that didn't serve your emotional well-being? Understanding these dynamics can be the first step toward breaking the cycle and fostering healthier connections. In exploring the question, why does he always stay with someone who doesn't love him? We delve into the intricate layers of male psychology through the lens of Carl Jung's theories. Jung emphasized the importance of the unconscious mind and how it shapes our behaviors and relationships. The third aspect we must consider is the concept of projection, a psychological mechanism where individuals attribute their own feelings and desires onto others. For instance, a man who remains in a relationship with someone who doesn't reciprocate his love may be projecting his own unfulfilled needs onto her. He might believe that by staying, he can evoke feelings in her that he desperately seeks. This behavior can reveal deeper patterns, often rooted in childhood experiences or past traumas. Jung posited that unresolved conflicts from our early years can manifest in adult relationships, leading us to seek out partners who mirror our emotional wounds. A poignant example can be drawn from the classic tale of Beauty and the Beast. The Beast, trapped in his own insecurities and past mistakes, clings to Belle, believing that her love can redeem him. This dynamic illustrates how individuals can become enmeshed in relationships that are more about their own emotional needs than mutual affection. Moreover, this tendency can be particularly pronounced in narcissistic individuals, who often struggle with self-worth. Their need for validation can drive them to remain in unfulfilling relationships, hoping to extract love from partners who are emotionally unavailable. This cycle not only perpetuates their own suffering but also highlights the hidden patterns in their behavior, an endless quest for approval and acceptance. Ultimately, understanding these dynamics can empower both men and women to break free from unhealthy relationship patterns. Recognizing the underlying motives can lead to healing and healthier connections in the future. By reflecting on these aspects, we can gain insight into the complexities of love and attachment, paving the way for more fulfilling relationships. In exploring the complex dynamics of relationships, one behavior stands out: the tendency to cling to a partner who does not reciprocate love. This phenomenon can often be traced back to deep-seated psychological patterns that govern our choices. According to Carl Jung, the renowned psychologist, this behavior may stem from an unconscious desire to heal past wounds or fulfill unmet emotional needs. Individuals may find themselves in a cycle of attachment to those who do not love them, driven by a longing for validation or fear of abandonment. This can create a paradox where the pursuit of love becomes a source of pain. Jung emphasized the importance of understanding our shadows, those parts of ourselves that we often ignore or repress. By recognizing these shadows, individuals can begin to understand their motivations and break free from unhealthy patterns. Moreover, this behavior can be linked to a fear of intimacy. Often, the comfort of familiarity can overshadow the potential for genuine connection. The allure of a partner who is emotionally unavailable may seem safer than facing the vulnerability that comes with true love. This can lead to a cycle of self-sabotage, where one remains in a relationship that reinforces their insecurities rather than challenges them. Ultimately, breaking this cycle requires introspection and a willingness to confront one's fears. By acknowledging the reasons behind such attachments, individuals can work towards healthier relationships that are built on mutual love and respect. Embracing this journey of self-discovery can lead to profound personal growth and the ability to forge deeper connections with others. In exploring the intricate dynamics of relationships, particularly the tendency of some individuals to remain with partners who do not reciprocate their feelings, we delve into the realm of attachment styles, a concept rooted in psychological theory. The fifth point in this discussion revolves around the fear of abandonment, a profound emotional response that can significantly influence one's choices in love. Carl Jung, a pioneer in understanding the human psyche, emphasized the importance of confronting our shadow self, those aspects of our personality that we often hide or deny. For many, the fear of abandonment can manifest as a compelling drive to cling to relationships, even when they are unfulfilling. This fear often stems from early experiences, shaping how one perceives love and connection. Individuals may unconsciously choose partners who do not love them, believing that by doing so, they can avoid the pain of rejection or loss. This paradoxical behavior can be attributed to a deep-seated belief that love must be earned or that one's worth is tied to the affection of others. The emotional turmoil of remaining in such a relationship can be overwhelming, yet the fear of solitude often outweighs the desire for genuine connection. Jung's insights remind us that true healing begins with self-awareness and acceptance. By confronting these fears and understanding their origins, individuals can break free from the cycle of unrequited love and seek healthier, more fulfilling relationships. As we reflect on this complex interplay of emotions, it becomes clear that recognizing and addressing the fear of abandonment is crucial for personal growth and emotional well-being. Only through this journey can one hope to foster relationships that are rooted in mutual love and respect, rather than the shadows of fear. In the exploration of why some men remain in relationships with individuals who do not reciprocate their love, we uncover a sixth behavior that merits deeper reflection. This behavior often stems from a profound psychological conflict, one that can be traced back to the theories of Carl Jung. Jung posited that individuals are often driven by unconscious motives, which can lead them to cling to relationships that are fundamentally unfulfilling. At the heart of this behavior may lie a fear of abandonment and a desire for validation. For many men, the act of staying in a relationship, even one devoid of love, can be a misguided attempt to prove their worth. This reflects a deeper existential struggle, the need to be seen and valued by others. They may believe that by enduring emotional neglect, they are somehow earning love or demonstrating resilience. This is where the philosophy of existentialism offers a poignant insight. Existentialists like Jean-Paul Sartre argued that individuals must confront the absurdity of existence and create their own meaning. In this context, a man may choose to stay in a loveless relationship as a way to assert his existence, albeit in a misguided manner. Moreover, societal norms often play a significant role in this behavior. Men are frequently conditioned to equate their self-worth with their ability to maintain relationships, regardless of their quality. This societal pressure can create a cycle where men feel compelled to remain in unfulfilling partnerships, fearing that leaving would render them failures in the eyes of others. Ultimately, this behavior invites us to reflect on the importance of self-love and the courage it takes to seek healthier connections. Recognizing the underlying fears and societal expectations can empower individuals to break free from unreciprocated love and pursue relationships that foster mutual respect and affection. By understanding these dynamics, we can cultivate a more profound sense of self-worth that transcends the need for external validation. In exploring the complexities of why someone might stay in a relationship with a partner who doesn't reciprocate their feelings, we arrive at a crucial point: the fear of abandonment. This psychological phenomenon often stems from early childhood experiences, where a child may have learned that love is conditional or inconsistent. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of understanding our shadows, those parts of ourselves that we often ignore or deny. When we reflect on this fear, it becomes clear that it can manifest in adulthood as a compelling reason to cling to unfulfilling relationships. For instance, consider the analogy of a child who clings to a toy that is broken. The child may feel an intense attachment, believing that fixing the toy will restore their happiness. Similarly, an adult may hold on to a partner who does not love them, hoping that through perseverance, the relationship will eventually blossom into something fulfilling. This attachment can often be rooted in a deep-seated belief that being alone is worse than being in a relationship that lacks mutual affection. The individual may convince themselves that any relationship is better than none, leading to a cycle of emotional turmoil. Jung's insights remind us that recognizing and confronting these fears is the first step toward healing. By understanding the underlying motivations for staying in such relationships, individuals can begin to break free from these patterns. It is essential to cultivate self-love and recognize that one deserves a partner who reciprocates their feelings. Only then can they truly embrace the possibility of finding a fulfilling and loving relationship. In exploring the complexities of male psychology, one behavior that often emerges is the tendency to remain in relationships with individuals who do not reciprocate their feelings. This phenomenon can be deeply rooted in various psychological factors, including fear of abandonment and a desire for validation. Carl Jung, a prominent figure in analytical psychology, emphasized the importance of understanding the unconscious motivations that drive our actions. The eighth behavior to consider is the inclination to idealize the partner who does not love them back. This can stem from a deep-seated belief that love is something that must be earned or fought for, leading individuals to overlook the reality of their partner's feelings. This idealization can create a cycle of hope and disappointment, as the individual clings to the possibility of a future where their love is finally acknowledged. Jung's concept of the anima and animus illustrates how our inner images of love can influence our choices in partners. When someone projects their ideals onto a partner, they may inadvertently ignore the partner's true nature and feelings. This behavior reflects a longing for connection that can overshadow the need for self-respect and emotional well-being. By recognizing this pattern, individuals can begin to unravel the deeper motivations behind their choices. It invites a reflective journey toward self-discovery, allowing them to confront their fears and desires. Understanding these dynamics can empower both men and women to seek healthier relationships based on mutual love and respect, rather than one-sided affection. In this journey, it is essential to cultivate self-awareness and embrace the notion that love should be a source of joy, not suffering. By doing so, individuals can break free from the cycle of unrequited love and move toward more fulfilling connections. In exploring the complexities of male psychology, particularly in relationships, we often encounter patterns that seem perplexing at first glance. One such pattern involves the tendency of some men to remain in relationships with partners who do not reciprocate their feelings. This phenomenon can be understood through the lens of Carl Jung's theories, particularly the concepts of attachment and projection. The ninth and 10th behaviors that emerge from this discussion are intricately linked, forming a web of emotional and strategic choices. The ninth behavior often manifests as a deep-seated fear of abandonment. This fear can compel individuals to cling to relationships that are unfulfilling, as the thought of being alone feels more daunting than enduring emotional neglect. In tandem, the 10th behavior is the tendency to idealize the partner, often projecting their own desires and needs onto someone who is emotionally unavailable. This duality creates a cycle where the individual remains trapped in a relationship that offers little in return, yet feels a profound attachment to the idea of love and connection. Jung emphasized the importance of understanding our inner motivations and the shadow aspects of our psyche. When men engage in these behaviors, they may not fully grasp how these patterns stem from unresolved issues within themselves. The subtle yet devastating impact of these behaviors can lead to a cycle of unfulfilled expectations and emotional pain, both for themselves and their partners. Ultimately, recognizing these patterns is the first step toward breaking free from them. By understanding the underlying fears and projections, individuals can begin to make healthier choices in their relationships, moving towards connections that are mutually fulfilling and grounded in reality. This journey of self-discovery is essential for fostering genuine love and intimacy. In the intricate tapestry of human relationships, the question "why does he always stay with someone who doesn't love him?" resonates deeply. It invites us to delve into the complexities of male psychology, particularly through the lens of Carl Jung. Jung posited that men often grapple with the archetypes of their unconscious, leading them to seek validation and love in places where it may not exist. This behavior can stem from a fear of abandonment or a desire to fulfill an idealized version of love that remains unreciprocated. Men may cling to relationships that lack emotional nourishment due to an ingrained belief that love is something to be earned rather than freely given. This mindset can lead to a cycle of longing and disappointment, as they invest their hearts in partners who cannot reciprocate their feelings. The pain of unrequited love can be profound, yet it often serves as a mirror, reflecting unresolved issues from their past. In this exploration, we must recognize that staying in a relationship devoid of love is not merely a sign of weakness. It can be a profound struggle with self-worth and identity. Jung's insights remind us that understanding these dynamics can empower individuals to break free from cycles that no longer serve them. As we conclude this journey, let us embrace the idea that love should be a source of joy and fulfillment, not a battleground of self-doubt. It's essential to seek relationships that nurture and uplift us. Remember, true love is reciprocal, and it's never too late to choose yourself first. Let's open the conversation. What are your thoughts on this complex topic? Share your experiences in the comments, and if you found this exploration insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more meaningful discussions. Together, we can foster a deeper understanding of love and relationships. That's it. If you liked this video, share it with your friends and leave your like, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss more tips like this. Leave your comments saying what you thought of the video and what you would like to see in the next videos. Remembering that we have other videos in this style that you will like to watch, just enter our channel that I guarantee you will like. Until the next video.